I started going to Dr. Wagner because I had headaches every day of my life. I broke my jaw previously, and my jaw was really tight. It would click all the time, and it was just awful. I was in pain every day, and the first time he adjusted me, my headache went away. It was amazing. It was a miracle, actually. And
so once your headaches went away, how did you feel after? I mean, were you like shocked that?
Oh yeah, it was definitely shocking. It was. I couldn't believe that just one adjustment would make such a difference. I sing, so I take voice lessons the day after I got adjusted. I went to my voice teacher and we started doing exercises, and she was just amazed at I gained an octave in my voice, and she just couldn't believe it after one adjustment. So of course she was very interested in seeing this doctor. But
Good. Okay. And then would you recommend Dr. Wagner to anyone?
oh yeah, I give his card out to anybody I know. My whole family goes, my grandma and my parents, and I've gotten a few friends go. So
Wonderful. All right. Well.
My name is Lorena Moore, and my condition when I first came in here was a bad headache, especially on the left side, and I'd taken several kinds of pills, Advil and so forth, and got very little results. And after that, I didn't have this pressure on my head and my neck. I've had a lot of neck problems, and it was very helpful. And one of the blessings that I received, I had an inner ear infection, and I went one time to the doctor and thought, what am I doing this for? And I came to the cervical care, and it took care of my inner ear infection, and that was a blessing. And I recommend people come to upper cervical care because it helps in your adjustment, the neck aches and the back aches, especially the lower back. And it gave me a lot of benefit, and I'm grateful that I came.
I had a car wreck in 1985, and it is now 2012. And until October of last year, that's 3 months, I have had almost constant pain, just never feeling right. Since coming to upper cervical for 3 months, I am in no pain. I have been without headaches and backaches probably longer than I have been in 25 years. So what's to lose? I mean, it's a great thing, upper cervical, yes.
When I first came in to see Dr. Engel with my chiropractic problems, I had been to a number of other chiropractors beforehand, really since I was a boy. I had problems with my neck, and I had gone to see chiropractors here and there, but none of them really ever provided any kind of relief. Went the medical route, talked with doctors, got some prescription medicine for the migraines and things I was having, but they never really offered any kind of solution. It started to get worse and worse during my time in college, to the point where my migraines were getting debilitating, and I would be out of commission for a number of days, even with the side effects and things afterwards. And then I met Dr. Engel, and he invited me to come in and to try out, saying that upper cervical care was different, that it had the opportunity or the possibility to give me the healing that I really needed. And so I went and took him up on his offer, and I can say I'm very pleasantly surprised, going from having migraines often to now I hardly ever have them. After I think I was just under care for a few months, I noticed that they started to become less and less often, and then eventually they're gone altogether. And so just my quality of life is better, don't have the headaches and the neck aches that I used to. Other health problems that I had have now gone away, little small things, but I can tell that my body is in much better shape. And now I notice a huge difference if I'm ever out of alignment, which is a rare thing now. It used to be I would go to the chiropractors that I saw before on every 2 weeks, and now it will be months in between when I need adjustments sometimes. And so I would recommend it to everybody, whether you have specific problems just with your neck or if it's other health-related issues. It's all connected, and I've seen the results in my own life.
Well, I was playing basketball and took an elbow to the temple and pretty much instantly had concussion symptoms. So after the game, went to the ER, said that I could go home, but if anything happens, I should go get some testing done because I passed my neurological exam. So all of that happened, the tests were clear, and ended up still having very bad headaches, but there was nothing wrong that they could see. So we ended up coming over here because a friend from school referred us to Dr. Garman and have seen lots of improvement.
Significant improvement.
I think it's amazing. I mean, it doesn't hurt at all. Nothing could even remotely be scary about it because you don't hear anything popping, you don't hear anything, you don't really feel anything, but something goes on. And pretty much.
Well, and I think too she was not seeing any, we really weren't seeing any differences with traditional chiropractic care, as well as she had been placed on quite a bit of medication for her headaches that she was only having side effects from. Through upper cervical, we've seen her headache just consistently come down, and we're getting very close to being back in school after being out for 4 months.
Hello, my name is Amy Holler. This is my son Tyler Holler. We started seeing Dr. Miles about 1.5 years ago. For me, I was having migraines, horrible back pain, was on all kinds of medicine, very strong medicine, medicine that I needed twice a day and was not even recommended to have twice a day. My son was diagnosed as having no immunity very early on. He was given just a very poor prognosis. He was getting 2 and 3 sicknesses at the same time. We were in and out of the hospital. I happened to be talking about my headaches one day at work, and there was a girl there who had been given a card, Dr. Miles' card for upper cervical care. And she just heard me talking about my headaches and the trouble I was having, and thank heavens I was talking about it out loud, or I never would have been brought to this place. And I thought, well, I was just so utterly desperate. I was missing tons of work, just having a horrible time. The medicine was very expensive. I was taking it all the time. I felt like I was out of it. And so when I made an appointment with Dr. Miles, I came in, and he just kept shaking his head. And I thought, well, okay, that's got to be a good sign. He said I pretty much was a textbook case. He could see the difference in how I was standing, my posture. The very first adjustment I had was amazing. I felt a big rush of warmth down the side of my neck. He said it was a lot like turning a spigot on. My blood was actually flowing like it was supposed to for the first time in probably a very, very long time. He adjusted me. Now I had a lot of pain after that, but it was my body trying to work itself back to normal. My headaches stopped almost instantly. I think I had a full-blown migraine headache when I was in the office after I'd been adjusted, but no pain. I just had flashes of the migraine that was to be, and no pain. Pretty much I sought treatment before my son, and we brought Tyler in a little bit after that. Tyler was on antibiotics for 6 weeks at a time, then we would have to have him looked at. At that time, when we brought Tyler to Dr. Miles, he was on medicine, and then we stopped. And he's not been on 1 ounce of medicine since then, not one. And which is.
Hi, my name is Trisha, and I was a migraine sufferer. I went from seeing several different chiropractors to going to a dietitian. They took me off of food, reintroduced food, trying to see if I was allergic to anything. Nobody could really find out. I had MRIs of my head. No results really found. I started under upper cervical care, and I can't remember the last migraine headache that I've actually had. I know my sign to when I need to come in. It's just a little tension headache, and I know I need to come to Dr. Monin to get checked, and normally that's my sign that I need my adjustment. After the correction, my little tension headache goes away. No big migraines ever come up after that. I would recommend upper cervical care to anybody, not just migraine sufferers, but I know that it has changed my life and I will be an upper cervical patient for the rest of my life.
Hi, my name is David Joseph Sintendry, and I have been coming to upper cervical chiropractor for 4 months now. My symptoms before I started coming here were pretty much weekly headaches that were treated with certain medications from my primary physician. He referred me to upper cervical chiropractor thinking that it would help, and he's referred plenty of other patients here as well. And since the 4 months have gone by, I have had little to no headaches. They've pretty much completely resolved except for maybe one occurrence a couple months ago, which was taken care of. And I was having a lot of lightheaded and dizzy spells, which have gotten better over my care here, and some heart rate variability problems that have gotten better due to autonomic nervous system problems. And with upper cervical chiropractor care and exercise, they have continued to improve, so we're hoping that a full recovery will be in the near future. But just the overall sense of well-being and feeling refreshed, energized, fatigue is no longer as bad of an issue. All of that has gotten better over my last 4 months here. So.
My name's Dawn, and I'm the mom.
And I'm Jamie, the daughter.
And back in March of 2008, Jamie fell in the house, and that resulted in a concussion. We tried all kinds of migraine medicine, hospital treatment, physical therapy, swimming, running, massages. Nothing worked more than once, if it worked at all. And after a 14-month migraine, someone suggested to try upper cervical. So we brought her in, and Jamie's spine looked like a question mark. And after her first adjustment, her headache was gone, and her eyes were also dilated for those 14 months. And the eyes were no longer dilated, and we've been happy with the results. We've seen things come back, like when she had her braces put on in 2010, that the pressure from trying to move the teeth was too much and the headaches came back. So after a quick upper cervical visit and a trip to the dentist for an adjustment, the headache went away, the eyes went back to normal, and we've been good ever since.
Okay, we're recording.
Hi, my name is Catherine Walkert, and I met Dr. Wagner on the 12th of August in 2009, which was about 3 or 4 months ago now, but I came to him with severe migraine headache pain. I had had it for about 2.5 months daily. I spent most of my time in a dark room with the shades drawn and my sunglasses on, huddling under a blanket in severe pain. And I saw Dr. Wagner. I had my first adjustment on August 16th, which was a Friday, and I noticed results in a very, very short period of time, probably within a week or 10 days. And it has changed my life dramatically. I'm back to doing all my normal activities with no problems and no pain, and I had one headache in all this time, and it was not nearly what they had been before. So my life has changed 180 degrees after coming to Dr. Wagner and receiving the upper cervical correction care that he provides.